How do you feel about this dip? What are you doing? I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I am buying, I am dollar cost averaging in, and I'm going into three tokens in particular: Dogs of Elon, Kishu Inu, and Immutable X. And there's a number of others that I really like as well, but these are the three that I am focused on the most because I feel that this is the best opportunity before things go parabolic towards the end of the year. I'm Joanna Garzilli. This is Crypto Angel Network. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, to light up that bell, to get my notifications, for your comments where we get to have a conversation here, for your likes and sharing. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and let's talk about Dogs of Elon. We are going to be looking at what they're doing right now. Then we'll move on to Kishu. Then we'll move on to Immutable X. And I love the Dogs of Elon Telegram group. More than that, I just think that the community is amazing. And there is something that when I get to say Dogs of Elon, it just lights me up from the inside out. So I had recently gone into, I'm pretty excited about this. Well, here was one of the things that they did. They had done an airdrop. The results are going to be announced at that soon, where you could win an NFT. And let me see if I can just get to that to see where that is. Yes, so they did a 600,000 plus Dogs of Elon airdrop. And right now you can see that the clock is going. We are awaiting the results from our partner. Data should be available soon. So I'm going to see if I ended up winning an NFT there. But if not, I like I said, I've just been DCAing into Dogs of Elon. But something exciting that they are doing is they are about to have a big giveaway. And it says here, this is posted by Luna, and she says here, Dogs of Elon team prepare a big giveaway. Users will be able to win a Tesla Model 3 or $50,000 worth of Ethereum. Anyone who wants to participate will need to have a minimum of 500 Doe. That is not very much at all. Let's see right now. Dogs of Elon has, I'm going to show you the chart in a moment with that and why I keep dollar cost averaging in. So at the moment, and the price, of course, it could change. So if we're talking about 500 Doe times right now, let's say worst case scenario, I think it's around 22 cents right now. That's only $110. You only have to have, is that it? You only have to have $110 worth of Doe to be able to have that opportunity to win a Tesla or 50,000 Ethereum. I think that is pretty awesome. So I'm going to head over to Gateio, which is my favorite exchange. If I am buying crypto in my IRA I have one with directed IRA that I just opened, then that I do in Gemini Active Trader. But for the tokens that are harder to get, and I was so upset that I was not able to get in the pre-sale of Dogs of Elon, and that's why I've been dollar cost averaging in. And I love that it's on Gate because I am not as tech savvy as some of you. Hence, I find it easier going on exchange. And what I love about Gate.io is it's easy for me to buy on here. And I do my limit orders. So if you want to go onto Gate because they have such an incredible selection of what, in my opinion, are the best projects, not investment advice, then you can use the link in my description, and that means that the rewards, the commission that comes from that, we split that when you go onto Gate. You do need to, when you go onto Gate, you either buy US dollar Tether or you can transfer Ethereum or Bitcoin onto there and then trade accordingly. Dogs of Elon is a US dollar Tether trading pair. So right now, if we just take a look at the chart, it's only been on here for a few days, right? So it first came on the exchange around, when was it? Around the 12th of November. And let's see the date today. We are at the 20th. So this is normally what happens when a token launches, and this happens on all exchanges, it skyrockets and then it starts to retrace. And you can see at the moment, to me, this is all very healthy action on Dogs of Elon. And for those of you who are newer to crypto, it would probably you, you might think, wow, okay, it's trending down. This isn't a good thing. But this to me looks very healthy. And what I think is going to happen is that it is about to explode. And this is going to be one of the last buying opportunities to get in at this sort of price point. So when Dogs of Elon came on, I was DCAing in around, my average was around 36 cents. And in the last few days, I've been buying in between 19 and 21 cents. And what I want to do here, let's just make this a little bit bigger so we can look at what would be if you were going to go and do a limit order buy on Dogs of Elon, and you want to maximize what you get in here. What would be a good price point to go in at? I mean, look, right now this is ridiculously, in my opinion, it's ridiculously low because I bought at 36 cents the other day and it's 19,954. I this morning I bought in, what was it, at 19,139. I had to wait. I put that trade in yesterday. I had to wait 24 hours for that trade to go through. So let's just take, I'm going to do a horizontal line. I'll just show you this on the charts, and then you let me know in the comments what you think. Do you hold Dogs of Elon, and what are your thoughts on it? And let me just put this line in here. So we've got here, this is where the support is, around 18 and a half. And then I'll zoom out afterwards and we can just look at that and see what can we expect next. What will be that next price target for Dogs of Elon? And then I'm going to go and put the resistance in here. And I'm not going to do it. Well, I could do it. You see, it looks like we've got consolidation happening here, but I'm going to go just that little bit higher. I'm just going to put it right around here. And that's around, let's say, around the 25 cents. So we're really looking at between 8.5 and 25 cents. But what you're going to be watching for in this next couple of days is if this starts to narrow down. As it keeps retesting, we should see it keep bouncing off of 18 and a half. And then hopefully this line, we're going to get all the way down to hit, which is sort of where we're at right now, where it's really consolidating at around 21.5 cents. You see, look, over the last couple of days. So even though you could say, well, it's trending down, not really. This, in my opinion, is consolidation. You let me know if you think otherwise. And you can see it's trying to break out, but we don't really have the volume right now. We did have a little bit of a sell-off here because a lot of the people who had bought in the pre-sale for Dogs of Elon, they made really huge gains in a very short period of time. But one of the things that Dogs of Elon is doing is very much focused on what they have is doing charitable donations for different projects. And you can take a look at more of that. I will show you this site in a moment. Right now on the RSI, we are, we're not overbought and we're not oversold. We're just somewhere in the middle, which is pretty healthy. And at what point, like how soon are we going to, I think that next week. So let's see, if we're at the 20th now, and that's Thanksgiving week, I think we should see Dogs of Elon start to make, especially because their giveaway is about to happen. I think we're going to see things pump again. And if we come back over here, see this support, we have consistent support here. Now remember that because Dogs of Elon only came on, what was it? Just over a week ago. Prior to that, it went on a multiple X's. I think it was like almost 50x that it went up. So this, for someone that is newer to crypto, this, in my opinion, is still early. And then where could we expect to be? Well, I would say by beginning of December, I will be very surprised if we are not back. We have not gone back to meet that recent all-time high, which was around, I think it was close to 60 cents. And I would say before the end of the year, I think we should go up to move to test around $1. And I believe that this is one of the meme projects that is going to be here to stay. There are a lot of meme coin projects, that are focused on that have NFT. I think the big difference is, the big distinction now is the meme coin type projects are launching. They do have ecosystems with swaps and have NFTs. They are NFT focused. So they have a very, very strong community there as well. And if we come back over to, let me just come back over to here to Dogs of Elon price on coin market cap here. So if you missed that airdrop, you can still get the Tesla and Ethereum giveaway. And I wanted to just see what that overall, that's better when I see, oh, here we go. Hang on a sec. Let me just take you down here. So you can see here the trading volume is around just under 6 million. I don't know what the market cap is overall, but it has jumped up in the ranking. It wasn't even the ranking. Now it's 691. Oh, sorry, the market cap here is 40 million. And so, and the fully diluted market cap is 210 million. So really healthy. Like this is a great, I think this is why I'm dollar cost averaging into Dogs of Elon. I just really like the energy and the whole vibe of the team and the Telegram group. I just feel it's super positive, and there are some great people within the space. And if you pop over here, you will be able to see all about Dogs of Elon by going to dogsofelon.io about. And here is all the NFT market space. And I like as well that they are audited by a CertiK. And as they rightly say, many other NFT projects are not audited by them. And then they also have the NFT staking. It can be to earn Rendoge and Shiba and Dove for a short period, and each deposit NFT will equal 1 share in this limited time pool. And then you can take a look at this for yourself here. You can claim up to 20 of the 10,000 Dogs of Elon at the end of the pre-sale. So that all just happened. And so I'm excited about this project. I'm too curious. It's like, whoa, where is this going? I mean, they're doing a lot of stuff. Just know they've got all the NFTs, they've got the swap, and really exciting things ahead, and a strong focus on charitable contributions as well, which was Shiba had done originally when with the COVID India Relief Fund too. Let's move on now and take a look at Kishu. And then we're going to go on to Immutable X, which I'm excited to share with you about as well. So Kishu, can I get over to this? And you can just see more information about Kishu here. The community is definitely growing pretty fast. I think now Kishu is, where are we at now? Hang on, sorry, let me just come back over here. I think they're heading towards 300,000. Dogs of Elon is, I think, is growing as well a lot on their Twitter community. Let me just move myself up here. I think they're 138,000. Let's see where Kishu is at for the Twitter community. So, I mean, they're about to hit 300,000 followers. I think Kishu, again, while I'm dollar cost averaging into that because it's about to go as well. Let me just hop over here into the chart. See if I can get this to move. Hang on. Come screen. Come. Okay. All right. So let me go over to Kishu and we'll take a look at this. And Kishu, I think, is getting very close to breaking out as well. I've had a number of you, bear with me with my computer here. I've had a number of you saying in the comments that you are scared because you bought quite a bit of Kishu. And I have gone through that fear in the past when getting something. Here we go, Kishu. So this excites me because there's that buying the dip opportunity. Let's see where we're at. Did my order go through? Not yet. I'm still waiting on this order to go through. I have so many lines on here from last time. Let's get rid of some of these and take a look at what price action we can expect. So my Kishu video the other day was really looking at, you can see that actually, let me redo that line. Let me add in that trend line. So you can just get a bigger picture here of what's happening. Let's go yellow with this line. And we'll just go from up here and let's go here. So you can see it tried to break out. And it is, and you can say, well, it's slightly different from Dogs of Elon. The chart for Dogs of Elon is healthier at the moment, but Kishu, when we zoom out afterwards, you are going to see that there is consolidation happening, and we have solid support at 8 zeros and around 3,800. It keeps bouncing off of 3,800, and I will be surprised if it goes below that. So I've got another buy order in here at 4,022, and you can just see here it keeps going through. And look, see right here, this was lines I did from the other day, and this had been actually prior support. That is some resistance at the moment, because let me zoom out and you're going to see where it just got rejected. This is where my tool is all fiddly. Bear with me on my screen. Okay, can you see this? See, it just got rejected here. So I'm hoping, I mean, I'm hoping there's not too much volume right now. I'm hoping that my orders, this is the only time when I'm like, I actually want it to go down. I hold a whole load of Kishu and I want it to go down. So we'll see what happens with that. Sometimes it just, if you're doing a limit order instead of a market buy, you have to be patient. Sometimes I've had to wait 2-3 days for a trade to go through if I want a certain price, because that can make all the difference later on. And so I'm looking to buy right where you can see where it would bounce. Let me just, I'm going to zoom out here. You see, because it's getting rejected here, what you're going to watch for, I think, in this next 24, 48 hours is it could go all the way back down to that support level of around 3,800. I'm not going to wait for it to go down to there. I think there's a good chance it's going to go down to there because we don't have the volume yet. But I would say during this Thanksgiving week, I think we're going to see things break out again. And the resistance right now, which is around 4,200, should turn back into support, right? So this should, actually, I'm going to put this line as, let me make that line red a sec because it is resistance, but I think it'll turn back green again. And what I talked about the other day was how things were consolidating here. So it really does look like we are consolidating in this space. And then if let me just go to the hourly. Let's just go to the hourly of, oh my gosh, I've got so many lines on here. But this, to me, the way that this looks, we are going to see a big run up for Kishu towards the end of this year. And this is going to be in maybe this next few days or so, maybe this next week. It's so hard to say exactly when, but I believe this is going to be the last opportunity to go in at this price point for Kishu before things really pump. And I was buying into it originally right around the 6,000s, even like around 73, 78 it went up a whole zero to and then 1,100 and then came back down. So if, for example, you bought at the top recently and you are feeling really scared, I can't tell you what to do. You have to do what feels right for you. But I know I went through this with Shiba, and then I sat with it for a while. I was like, oh, I'm good, I'm fine. And then I sold it. And I still have some Shiba left, but where I could have made those massive gains, and I didn't. And it was very, very, very painful. So I feel, and I know a number of crypto angels here, you said you went through a similar thing with Shiba, so that makes me feel better that I'm not alone here, and that this goes dissonance. One can do the technical analysis, but if the emotions get in the way or fear kicks in, and this time I feel really, really solid in it. And I know a number of you here, like Ray Clamaco, Crypto News, Kuchi Sensei, you've always talked about Stephen Harrison, you talked about, oh, I'm buying the dip. Or I just hold on to it. And I really couldn't, it took me quite a while to understand that and stay calm in this process. Let me go on now, and we're going to talk about Immutable X. And I just think Immutable X is incredible, and I'm going to show you a couple of different things here. This is going to go big, and I believe this is going to go really, really big. And so at the moment, I don't have too many. I know it seems not a lot. I only have 2.5 Immutable X right now, and I'm just going to keep DCAing in. And my thinking on this is, I remember when Solana first came available, before it was on a lot of the bigger, the main, easier to access exchanges. And when Solana was $8, I remember it pumped up to 12. I thought, I'm not buying it at $12. And then it went like 13, then it went up to 17, it came back to 12, 13. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it, even though I could see the fundamentals were amazing for it. Then I think when we had that the crash came, it went back down to around $9, $10, and I still didn't buy it. I have a little bit now, and then it ran all the way up into, over, what was it, over $200. And I feel that Immutable X is going to, when I think about Solana, I think about Immutable X in terms of sort of the way it's going to move. And I'm going to show you why in a second. And I do think eventually, when we look further down the road, Immutable X is going to be a token that it could sort of be like a Ethereum, where it ends up being over $1,000 per token. So even though I don't have that much of it right now, and I'm just taking, just my small amounts of money that I have available for investing, I don't have to worry about, oh, if I lose it, can I afford to lose it? I just keep buying a little bit at a time. So my goal is to keep adding with that. And Immutable X, it is the first, and this is why I think it's going to be huge. It's the first layer 2 for NFTs on Ethereum. It's going to be massive. Just stick with me here and you're going to see why. Experience zero gas fees, instant trades, and carbon neutral NFTs for marketplaces, games, and applications without compromise. Build your NFT business in hours without APIs. And we know metaverse, it's like we are just getting started, and NFTs, we had all the frenzy of it back in February, then everything dumped. People were like, oh, NFTs, it's just, it's just a fad. It's not going to be here to stay. NFTs are going to be here to stay. Yeah, some won't make it through, some certain projects, but they're good projects and they have good community, they're going to be here to stay. And then you can see here, look at all the investors they have. So you've got Coinbase in there, you got Galaxy, you got Apex, Nirvana. So they have strong institutional backing, a limitless exchange protocol. So you can see all this, no custodial risk. Users keep their private keys, massive scalability, up to 9,000 plus transactions per second, not a centralized sidechain, secured by Ethereum, a true layer 2 inheriting security of a layer 1. And any NFT that is created or traded on Immutable X is 100% carbon neutral. And I just want to show you here what was set. This is a big deal. Gods Unchained, so that's a game, very popular game. Immutable X allows us to implement new meta systems in our game that were previously impossible. So metaverse gaming experiences are just going to become incredible. And I want to also, you can come take a look at immutable.com. This here, the best technology on the best blockchain. This is a quote from Vitalik Buterin, co-founder of Ethereum. So if Vitalik says this, I think this is a good sign. The Ethereum ecosystem is likely to be all in on roll-ups as a scaling strategy for the near and midterm future. And so this is where, this is a great opportunity. And so let me take you over here on CoinGecko. Now I bought in the other day, I got in at, what was it, like around $5.85. It's just pumped up to $8.54. I wish I could have, this is where I just wish I had thousands of dollars just there on the sidelines to be able to put into this. If I had $5,000 to put into this, I would just be snapping this up. And right now you can see the market cap is just over 1.6 billion, 24-hour trading volume, 214 million, fully diluted valuation, 17 million. It's all very, very, very healthy. And here we go. It's been out here. It says all-time low 12 days ago. It was $3.05. You see it went up 179%. The all-time high is 878. So it's about to go back to its all-time high. I'm just excited I bought that dip. And you can see here overall within this 2-week period, it's plus 64%. I think it's going to go many X's up. I think it's going to hundreds of X up because we are only just getting started with this. So one is still early. And this is where if you do not use decentralized exchanges and you don't want to pay the super high gas fees, you can buy on Gateio. And if you're not already on Gateio, please do use my link in the description. And you can get your Immutable X on there. And I just want to go and show you the chart on this. Hang on a sec. Let me just get into this, and I'm just going to look at what I think the price action from a TA standpoint, what we can expect. Hang on, this is on my computer. This doesn't want to go so fast. Here we go. IMX is the, come, here we go. All right, so we're up 20.83% today. I think there will be a little bit of, there's always a little bit of retracement. Just remember, overall, right now, the market is going through because of Bitcoin, Ethereum, we are going through correction. And this is on the hourly. It's overbought right now on the RSI. We've got a good amount of volume. But you can see it came on the exchange. It pumped like crazy. We're just a zoomed out view here. Then it went all the way back down. And then it's very quickly, you see a small amount of consolidation here, and then it's just going crazy. So this is why I'm saying I think this is going to go into the hundreds of dollars. And if you do feel comfortable getting onto Gate, I would say do it. When this is eventually, I am certain, again, this is just my opinion, but I feel pretty certain that Immutable X is going to end up being on Coinbase. It's going to end up being on Binance. It's just a matter of not if, when. And let's see where this support, I'm just going to just go out here. We're on the, am I on the 15-minute chart? Hang on. Let's go on the 15-minute chart and look at there's just this price action here if you're going to do a limit buy. And I'm going to just grab a trend line here. Trend line, oh, sorry, horizontal line. And let's do, okay, we'll go with the resistance first. So resistance is right. I'm not going to do, okay, this is the I'll go with the candlestick instead of the wick. And so that resistance is $8.82. So really, I would say, it's going to go up to test $10. Once it breaks out above $10, I think it'll move pretty quickly to 13, 15, maybe even 17. That's why I referenced Solana and when Solana, what that sort of original price action was. And then let's just grab a support of where I think we could be getting some consolidation here. So what you want to watch for when you're buying is, let me just move this up a T, no, down a bit. It's right around here, so 780. So we're looking at between 780 and 880, where we've got a little bit of consolidation happening, right? And so what you want to watch for in this next couple of days, is it going to move between this? If it breaks down below 780, maybe we're going to come back down. That next line of support would be right around 711. If it broke down below that 666, you can see here where, I mean, not even that long ago, it broke out from just over $6. So I would say overall, like that, I would be very surprised if it goes below $6 again. But because this is just so super hot and what's happening with the metaverse, and I do think that things are about to really start to move again, if not next week, where Bitcoin, Ethereum starts to move to the upside and then the market gets bullish again and everyone has more of a buying sentiment, we should start to see Immutable X, like I said, break up above $10. So you just want to look, if you longer run, I don't think you can go wrong even if you were to buy it right now, market order at the where is it at right now, 850. I mean, I will be shocked if it isn't eventually 200, at least $200 for this token, because of what it does. And so then it doesn't really matter. But if you are swing trading, or if you just really want to get as much as you can, because like I said at the beginning, I think longer run, zooming out a few years from now, I do think this token is going to be over $1,000, then yeah, getting that, it could mean the difference in thousands of dollars in profits by getting, say, 5 of them instead of 3 of them or 4 of them. And again, this makes me think of with Ethereum, or when someone says, gosh, if you could even just have one Bitcoin, for those of us who weren't in there in 2010, 11, 12, 13. So there you have it. There are my thoughts and on Dogs of Elon, on Kishu Inu and Immutable X. And that is what I am buying. during this dip. You let me know in the comments, do you hold any of those tokens? Do you like the projects? Is there anything that you know about these projects that you want to share with the Crypto Angel network? And let us know as well if there's something that you really like that I've not covered here. I am looking forward to connecting with you in the next video. I'm sending you lots of love, and remember again to subscribe to the channel if you have not already.